Hello everyone, welcome to our capstone project. We are Team EchoGlass. My name is Jomarco Alain. I'm joined by my teammates Leonardo and Michael. We want to tell you guys about our smart mirror project. So let's begin by talking about the user story. Imagine you are a student. You wake up in the morning and you have an agenda for the day. You might have to commute, you might be interested in what the weather is, you might care about what's on your calendar. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you might do is reach for your phone. You might open up your weather, you might open up your calendar, but you might also open up social media. You might open up Twitter, you might open up TikTok, and you might get distracted, which can affect your productivity in the morning. So our solution that we propose is a smart mirror that you do not have to go out of your way to use and interact with, and can leave you hands-free so that you can ask it questions, get summaries, get responses, and see visually what you have going on for your calendar, for the weather, so that we can increase the productivity of your morning.
So this is how you can use EchoGlass. On the first page, you can see that there's basic information such as like time, weather. You can see a Google Calendar that has like some information on there. If you look at the bottom, you can see that there's news information that's just like going across like headlines. And I know it's like really hard to see just because of like how the camera like captures it, but there are these like little dots that indicate different pages where you can see different modules and information, just so not everything is basically like, you know, cramping and like the space essentially. So there's two ways you can change the page. You can either just touch and tap, and you can see like the second page. You can see that there's like US holidays right here. You can see your commute. So you can imagine yourself in the morning, you're thinking about how long is it gonna take to get to the University of Utah? Am I gonna make it to class on time? So you can see that relevant information. And then you can also talk to EchoGlass to see, to like change the page for you. So you can say, hey EchoGlass, go to page 3. And then if you just give it a second, you'll see that it will change to page 3. You can see some sports information here. You can see what time it is and where the games are being broadcast. So you can imagine that you just came back from a long day of classes, and if you just want to enjoy some sports, you can just look at that. Some other information though, and this is probably like the key part of EchoGlass, is that you can ask it for this information. So back to the morning, we can just say, hey EchoGlass, give me my morning digest. So you just got up and you just want to get your information out of the way while you're getting ready, probably while you're brushing your teeth and stuff like that, you know, washing your face and such and sort. So you can ask it for the morning digest, and it should give it to you.
The current weather is sunny with a temperature of 73 degrees. The wind is light coming from the west. On your calendar, you have a network's final exam scheduled from April 30th to May 1st and graduation on May 1st to May 2nd.
Okay, so you can see that you can just get a quick piece of information right there. You can also ask us for individual things such as like the weather, such as like for like sports and other things like that, and also your calendar. But that's basically just an easier rundown of what you can do with EchoGlass.
Let's now talk about the technology that EchoGlass uses. It's built on a Raspberry Pi with the open source Magic Mirror software. It has an on-device wake word engine and an OpenAI intent classification model that we can use to redirect user input to whatever specific component of the system that we need. For example, if you were to ask it a question regarding the weather, our intent classification model will understand that you're asking about the weather, and it'll go through our custom-built command center, redirecting that output to the weather module so that the weather module can hit its relevant API endpoint and fetch the weather and then come back to you with an answer. That answer is then built with AI so that it can be summarized and given in a very conversational, short matter.
Our development practice for building EchoGlass and working on it was that in the beginning of the week, we would each assign ourselves current responsibilities, what we could get done, and discuss what we got done in the last week prior. Later in the week, so on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on, we would have supplementary meetings where we would discuss what we're working on, if we have completed any of our goals, what the roadblock is, and what we need more hands on deck to work on. By the end of the week, we would come together once again and formally write down and discuss on our GitLab issue board what we've accomplished, what takes more time, and what everyone's contributions are.
We're excited to finally show off EchoGlass, and we hope to see you on demo day.